Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we are back with some more UCC content. It is week number 5, and if you missed out on the previous 4 weeks and my draft preview, I highly recommend you go back and check that out because, well, we got into now. We are what, 1-3 so far? Yeah, we're 1-3 so far, and yeah, we need to pick up some of these if we're actually going to make playoffs this season. So have to work our way up with this Mono Gen 8 team. And up for, this week we are playing the Vienna Vibe Check, coached by Mr. Sean, who's a really good battler. And he's got quite the scary team, as you can see by the lovely poster above me. He's rocking Cinderace, Mega Gyarados, Unpheasant, Luxray, Mamoswine, Scrafty, Miltank, Mimikyu, Terrakion, Genesect, Rotom-Mow, and I think I said all of them. Did I say all of them? Did I say Uxie? I said Uxie. I said Uxie twice. But that's his team. It's quite the scary team, not going to lie. And the Mon he's brought the most and put the most work for him so far this season has been his Cinderace, who I really wanted in that draft. Damn you. I really wanted Cinderace. But hey-ho, we didn't get him. But we have got Malfoy or Dracovish, who's rocking that Choice Scarf this week, to use against the Cinderace, who we do outspeed with Choice Scarf on it, Adamant 248. But if he brings Choice Scarf himself, which I don't see him bringing at all, because our team is horrendously slow, so I don't see him bringing Choice Scarf on his Cinderace. He could do predicting Scarf Malfoy, but that's what I've brought it on. So if he has brought it, he has brought it. If he doesn't, but we've got Fisher's Rend, Crunch, Ice Fang, and Leech Life. We've got Fisher's Rend, obviously for the likes of the Cinderace, the Mamoswine, the Terrakion, and whatnot. We've got Crunch for the likes of the Uxie and the Mimikyu. We've got Ice Fang for the likes of the Pheasant, the Rotom, probably going to be a switch into this thing, and we've got Leech Life as well for the likes of the Mega Gyarados. Now we've not really got anything to touch Genesect with this thing, but it doesn't get a fire type move. But Fisher's Rend, Choice Scarf, if you switch it in, is going to do a lot of damage anyway. As well as possibly, I think all the weapons are resisted as well. So I think all those moves are resisted on Steel type. So not the best, but hopefully Malfoy can put in the work this week and help us pick up a W this week. Next up, we have got Mbappe, our reboot, Eviolite with Libera, with Flare Blitz, High Jump, Kick, U-Turn, and Bulk Up. This is my best option for Genesect, which isn't the best thing, not gonna lie, but we've got max HP, max defense, Adamant Nature. This is so we can A, live any hit from this thing at +1, B, OHKO over Flare Blitz, and C, if we get a Bulk Up, we can do some work with this thing. But all those things need to come into play. So it's going to be very high risk at this, but it's my best option for, because my only other type is Senti Scorch, and Senti Scorch is I don't know about Senti Scorch really, because I did bring it last week I brought it week 1 against Mega Lucario and it put in some decent work, but barring that I have not been able to bring it because the likes of he's got so many ones for bug types. He's got Terrakion for bug types. He's got Pheasant for bug types. He's got so many weaknesses. He's got good Stealth Rock options as well. And I want to bring Daddy Snom as well. So I couldn't bring both my bug types, both my quad weak to rock Mons, and just get walled by Stealth Rocks without putting heavy duty boots on both of them and getting hazards away as much as possible. Because Sean, with Miltank and Mamoswine and Terrakion, Stealth Rocks are going to highly be a thing that's going to be brought to this game. So, couldn't do that. So, I kind of had to... Mbappe hasn't come in work so far. Hopefully can this week and help us pick up that W. Next up, we've got Miss Chernobyl, our Galarian Weezing, who's bulky special sweeper. Black Sludge with Sludge Wave, Flamethrower, Will-O-Wisp, and Strange Steam. We've got Sludge Wave mainly for the likes of the Mimikyu and the Rotom-Mow. We've got Flamethrower as well for the Genesect as well, because you're going to think, oh, Genesect's going to be an easy switch in for this thing, but most Weezings learn Flamethrower anyway, so it's got good coverage on that aspect. We've got Will-O-Wisp as well, in case he wants to switch into the likes of His Genesis, if he wants to switch into like his Mammoth Swine with thick fat, with Miltank with thick fat, with Terrakion and whatnot, for this bomb we can burn it and chip it away. We've got Strange Dream as well for like the Gyarados, the Terrakion. I think that's it this week. The Fairy on his team. So hopefully, Weezing can put in the work for us this week. She can help us, like, rally the troops up and get us that W. Next up, we've got my favourite boy on the squad. We've got Angry Alvin, our Morpeko with Expert Belt with the Hunger Switch ability. Obviously, rocking Aura Wheel, Seed Bomb, Fire Fang, and Parting Shot with max speed, max attack, Jolly Nature. Now, this is to outspeed his entire team with Aura Wheel up. We've got Aura Wheel because it's all Electric Dark. Electric Dark is going to cover the team. We've got Seed Bomb, the likes of the Gyarados. If our Aura Wheel's a Dark type move, we've got Fire Fang as well for the likes of the Genesect and the Rotom. And Seed Bomb is left also for the Mammoth Swine. We've got Electric / Dark move, Grass, Fire, and Parting Shot are going to be good coverage for this team, as well as Parting Shot. So if he gets he switches out into something who's going to go, oh, this is going to kill us. Let's Parting Shot out into this. You're now -1 attack, -1 special attack. We can then do the most with the Mon that we switch in, possibly set up, possibly just hit go into Malfoy, let's say, and you can't kill us because you're now -1. So we can just going to push the Fish's Ren button, do as much damage as we can, and then work from there. So that's what Angry Alvin's main aspect for this job is going to be this week, barring, some shenanigans for the squad. Next up, we've got Daddy Snom, our Frostmoth, holding those heavy duty boots because I see him bringing rocks. Like I said before, with Miltank, Terrakion, Mammoth Swine and whatnot. Uxie as well could run rocks as well. So all those could run rocks. So I'm thinking, right, not got a Defogger this week because I could bring Defog over Will-O-Wisp, but I thought he's got too many physical threats on his team. I have to bring Will-O-Wisp. So haven't got Defog this week, so I'm going to be rocking. Hopefully, Heavy Duty Boots can put in work with Daddy Snom. So we've got Quiver Dance as well, so it can get set up and hopefully potentially sweep with Bug Buzz, Ice Beam, and Air Slash. Bug Buzz should Oko Cinderace. Definitely kill Gyarados. Ice Beam will kill Pheasant. Bug Buzz / Ice Beam for most of his team as well. So hopefully this coverage will help us potentially sweep with Frostmoth if we can, unless he's got priority like Ice Shard on his Mammoth Swine. I don't think whatever. Quick Attack on Genesect. I'm trying to think. Shadow Sneak on Mimikyu. Does Scrafty get Mach Punch? I don't think Scrafty gets Mach Punch, but all these options of priority as well that could come in. Not be the best of times, but I didn't want to bring my LinkedIn this week because he's got so many monsters to deal with LinkedIn this week. He's got Scrafty, he's got Gyarados, he's got Genesect, he's got freaking Luxray with Crunch, he's got super fast Cinderace with like U-turn and whatnot, and Dark type moves. So indeed, he wasn't good bring this week, so we brought Frostmoth instead. Not instead, but it's here to hopefully set up and like help us sweep late game if worst comes to worst. And last but not least, we had to bring Dead Rock, our Corsola, with max HP, max defense, bold nature, with Strength Sap, Nightshade, Stealth Rocks, and Curse. This is to, last one on the team. Had to bring it because we didn't really have any defensive options, barring Daddy Snom with its Ice Scales ability, with its special bulk. He's got so many defensive options on the team. We've got bulky Miss Chernobyl, but Dead Rock is here to get some Strength Saps off on the likes of the Genesect, the Mammoth Swine, the Gyarados, the Cinderace, the Miltank, the Mimikyu, the whatnot. Because his only special threat is Rotom and possibly Uxie. That's his only special threats on his team. So bringing this thing with Strength Sap could come in clutch. It should come in clutch if we keep it alive long enough and put it in the most with Dead Rock. So that is our team for week number 5 versus Sean. And as usual, we're going to get rid of the poster, click this button, and we are here. And as you can see, he brought Cinderace, Mega Gyarados, Genesect, Uxie, Pheasant, and Miltank. And was pretty much what I thought he would bring, not going to lie. Was expecting a Mammoth Swine, but I wasn't expecting Pheasant. But Sean is the Pheasant guy. I don't know why he's the Pheasant guy. He just dropped Pheasant. it put in work for him. I can't remember which it's like week 2 or week 3 it put in the work for Sean. So hopefully we can come out of this with a dub. Pick up one of these. Pick up that dub. So let's just jump into the game and see how it goes. So he leads with his Uxie, as I lead with my dead rock. I thought, oh, he's going to lead with Uxie to have rocks. More than likely. So that's what I'm going to go into this thing, and he's going to click knock off, which I should have seen coming a mile off, but I didn't. I did not see it no knock off, so Corsola is now null and void right now, and I'm like, oh great. This is going to be fantastic. I've been playing this game badly already. So I set up Stealth Rocks, but I thought he would go for Stealth Rocks. But he doesn't. He goes for the knockoff. Knocks off me, if you like, making Corsola not as bulky as I intended it to be. So that could come and bite us late game. Zuka said to reflect as I start going for Nightshades. He goes for the U-turn, switches out into the likes of his Unpheasant, predicting another Nightshade. Which obviously I'll go for. I'll go out to Wheezing, predicting him to go for a... I don't know. Wasn't expecting default, not gonna lie. So he goes out back into his Uxie as I go for a Will-O-Wisp on the Uxie, thinking, right, if he goes into any mon barring Cinderace or Uxie, that should be okay. I thought it would go into Miltank at this point because it's predicting a poison type move or whatnot. Maybe it's picking poison type move. If I was picking poison type move, he would have probably went out into Genesect, Flamethrower for Miltank, Fairy type move or Toxic Spikes or something for this thing. I don't know. But I go for the Will-O-Wisp, so I burn the Uxie, which doesn't help me that much. So I go back into Corsola as he U-turns out again. Get the Curse Body off, doesn't matter because he's control anyway. Goes out into his freaking Cinderace, and I'm thinking, right, okay. I click Shrimp Sap and get back up to full health, and I'm thinking, okay. I didn't think he would go for Pyro Ball again 2 times in a row, being -1. I thought he would switch out into Miltank because I can't really touch Miltank with a set. With Stealth Rocks, Nightshade, Shrimp Sap, and Curse, I can't really touch it. So I thought that's what he's going to go out into. He gets the burn on me. So as I curse it, and I die. And I'm thinking, great. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. He gets the burn, so I die. And that's going to be fantastic. So my Corsola's down already, and he's just going to switch out next turn because he's -1 and cursed. So that's just going to be how it goes, isn't it? So I lose my course, which is very unfortunate. So I go for the Flamethrower, predicting him to go out into the likes of his... I thought he'd go out into Genesect on this turn. He doesn't. I just go for the Flamethrower on his Uxie. He does nothing because Uxie's really fat. He gets a Reflect up as I go for a Strange Stream on the Uxie. Staying in. Very weird play for me for staying in, but I didn't think he would actually have a Psychic type move because I thought it was a bulky Uxie with Stealth Rocks, both dual screens and knockoff. So I wasn't expecting a Psychic type move, and U-turn obviously. Knockoff, Reflect, U-turn. I go for the Sludge Wave, blows back this Cinderace. I'm thinking, yes, okay. Well done, Mission Double. The Cinderace is down. Corsola would be very useful this late game as well, especially when Gyarados was dead and couldn't crunch us. It would have been absolutely fantastic. It probably walled the Pheasant Miltank. We can't really touch with this set. Can you curse a normal type? I think you can curse a normal type. So that could come in clutch for us late game. But also had Sap Sipper as well. At this stage, I thought Miltank was Sap Sipper. Because, obviously, having Shrimp Sap on Corsola being a grass type move, having Shrimp Sap on Miltank would just shut that down. 100% shut that down. So I thought he would bring that. But as you can see by the chat further up, he completely forgot that Shrimp Sap was a thing. So he probably brought Thick Fat on it or Scrappy just to be able to hit it with Body Slam or Seismic Tossers or whatnot. So having learned this, I think, okay, that's fine. So he goes out into his Genesect as he goes straight back out into Miltank double swap. Just to, as I go for the Flamethrower. Doesn't do that much damage, but I go into Reboot, predicting I was going to high jump kick this thing. So he goes out into his Gyarados, gets Intimidate off. I go for the Bulk Up. So now a Fighting type at +1 defense. Goes out into his Unpheasant. And I go for high jump kick, and I miss. I'm thinking, oh great. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. What am I supposed to do with this now? I missed my high jump kick. I'm now at less than 50%. Can't do anything to Genesect anymore because I'm at 50%. With -1 defense. I'm a fighting type now. He's got a Staraptor in. A Staraptor and I'm Pheasant in. So now what I'm going to do? So he goes for the Brave Bird. So I thought, screw it. Screw it. It's not going to do any damage now anyway. Which is very unfortunate. So I just thought, screw it. Sack Reboot off. Because whatever I switch into is going to die. And Reboot's the least useful on this team. I mean, it does help the Genesect, but at this stage I was thinking there's not really much else I can do, to be honest. So I go for the Aura Wheel on the Miltank, which does absolutely 0 damage to Reflect. So I'm now at +1 speed. I think I Parting Shot out, which I do. Switch out straight out into my Dracovish, which was the plan from in prep. Goes for the Body Slam. Very luckily, he doesn't go for the goddamn... what was I thinking of? Guess to get the power from Body Slam shot, was meant to say. So I go for a Fisher's Rent at -1. It does 40% of his Gyarados, which is very unfortunate. So I go straight out to Weezing, predicting him to go for like a Water type move or a Dark type move or something. He goes for the Thunder Wave, which is very interesting play. Trying to slow down my Dracovish, because obviously Choice Scarf, we could do the could do the most work for that. So I go into Mission Nobble. He goes for the Dragon Dancers, and I get fully powered. I'm thinking, great, excellent. So he goes for Waterfall. I get full powered again, and I'm like, what is this? He gets 2 paralysis in a row, which is not fair. It's just not fair. So I go for a Strange Stream, lives on 3%, and I'm thinking, my luck. I get 2 powers, and he lives the Strange Stream. This Gyarados would have been dead. I would have been at pretty much full health, because he would have got the Dragon Dance off. If that was a high roll, that would have been very unfortunate. So that's very unfortunate. So that at this stage, I'm thinking, right, this is game over. This Gyarados is going to sweep me. Goes for the Waterfall. Knocks out Mission Nobble. I go into Dracovish, hoping I'd live a hit. So I Dynamax it just so I can, you know, not lose 5-0. So you go for a Crunch Live on 2%. I get the Rain up, and I couldn't make Gyarados, but he goes into Genesect, gets the download boost, outspeeds me. And at this stage, I thought... Wait. So at this stage, I thought, right, okay, I'm Choice Scarf Dracovish. I thought Dynamax was banned because Choice Scarf would allow you to... if you had Choice Scarf or Choice Band, it would... that boost would interact with you being your Dynamax form. So in my head I'm thinking, right, Dracovish outspeeds his entire team. I'm now Dynamaxed. I can do all the work with this thing. Let me click. I think I clicked the Water one again. It wasn't going to do that much damage, but Rain boosted. I thought, okay, it's going to do a lot. And it didn't. And he goes for a Felsteer and gets a +3 attack boost. And I'm thinking, well, I'm a bit screwed here, aren't I? Because I've got a more Pico, which a Felsteer is going to blow the heck back. And then he's going to have to kill a Frostmoth at +6 attack. And that is not a thing that's going to happen. He goes for Felstinger, blows back my Morpeko. And at this stage, I'm thinking, right, he's max attack. All I've got less is the Frostmoth. He goes for the Iron Head, knocks me out. And I'm thinking, fantastic. I lost this game 4-0. I wasted a Dracovish Giant Dynamax. I've only got 1 more left in the entire season. And this is bad. Because now I'm, 1-4 right now. And we've got, was there 10 weeks of UCC? Was there 12? I think there's 10. And I'm 1-4 right now. Just halfway through and I've got 1 win. So I need to go the rest of this 4-1 to go 5-5 and have the potential to go through to playoffs. But that's really slim chance, especially with this team. So if you guys have enjoyed this latest video, make sure you smash the like button down below. Be subscribed if you're new around here and join content, because most of you watching aren't subscribed. So please do hit that bell down below and check out some old other videos. That'd be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.